Good morning. Greetings from Denver.
They said these signs are legal.
Yeah, sure they are.
Except for one says no parking anytime, and this one says they're conflicting signs. Says, okay, if I park over here, because they're conflicting. And if these are legal signs, they can just put signs up saying, and these guys are harassing me, just let them.
I know.
Right?
Good morning, Walter. So Walter's relocated from the sweep yesterday. And the cops are here to tow everybody because they're going to try to enforce these bogus signs that Colorado Barricade put up. And they're over there waving. They've been out here harassing Walter already this morning. So we know these signs aren't legal anyway. But McGregor's back on duty today, so all those people... So we've got Richard Blea, District 4, and Blake McGregor, District 4. He didn't have his buddy yesterday to tow, so now he does. So get ready, because today is going to be a day of confiscating a whole bunch of homeless people's homes. Oh, tickets. We're going to do tickets instead, because McGregor, the little fucking turned tyrant, has decided to bury people financially so they get their stuff booted. And he's hailed a hero at District 4. So he gave one guy, Tink, 4 tickets in 2 days to try to get his shit booted. What's wrong with you, McGregor? What happened to you? What in the fuck happened to you? What are you thinking? A ticket. A ticket. That's how we help homelessness, huh? Bury them financially.
I just paid $100. They just gave me another one.
I know.
And I got a corporate expired place. I told them I was going to get my place because they wouldn't let me run until
They like the torture.
They just gave me another $100 ticket.
They love the torture.
$170.
Look at him roll his window up.
And parking tollway zone, $175. I just got to pay a $100 ticket last 2 weeks ago.
That ticket's not valid over here, Walter. There's nothing here. They are trying to get your guys' stuff booted so they can just tow it. This is their goal. Look, and now he's going to leave. Now he's going to leave. They're both leaving.
I went to motor vehicle yesterday to get my temporary tag. They want me to do another. They want me to fail emissions again.
So are they going to... Did
they
threaten to tow you?
This is like $200 in tickets for what? Just because I got to get a piece of paper for emissions?
What a bunch of assholes.
You're actually going to do this? Give me another expired plate ticket when you know that I'm going to motor vehicle and taking care of it? And I just got to pay a $100 ticket? I'm not even driving it.
They're just trying to bury him. Just trying to bury him. Hey, do you know what Walter's trying to do to get off the street, McGregor? Any ideas? No? None?
I just got to pay $100.
This is how they like to trigger everybody. Good job. Good job.
$100.
Good job. Look.
I ain't got $100. I ain't got it. I got it in the third on the motor vehicle, get my business right now, you fucking asshole. I went to motor vehicle yesterday. I'm because I didn't have that piece of paper.
This is what they do to people.
You fucking asshole.
Look at him. Leave.
You're a fucking asshole.
You're a fucking prick. You fucking scumbag.
I got $100 fucking. How do you sleep at night, you son of a bitch? How do you fucking sleep when you know? I ain't got no money. What am I supposed to go steal some money or some shit?
You piece of shit.
How do you sleep at night?
You piece of shit. Richard Blea, you piece of shit. You know what, Walter? Don't let them.
Because these people call the fucking. You guys suck.
They want to taunt you.
They were talking shit earlier.
I know.
Right in front of the cop, man. Fucking,
And the cops just sat there and let them taunt the shit out of you. You gotta ignore them, Walter. You just gotta ignore them. Do not let this screw
another
up your...
$100 ticket. I ain't got it.
Don't let this screw up your progress, please. Please. What are they basing this on? Let me see it.
And 10 years ago, I went to school last night. I got there late. Couldn't work. I went to take my friend of mine. He wanted to work, and he made me late because of rain, cats and dogs.
Parking in a towaway zone. Bullshit. Bullshit. Towaway zone, my ass. This is Colorado Barricade. They make signage for everybody and they post bogus signage up.
And now you're enforcing. I get some kind of law or something. I've already talked to Chavez. He would do better.
When did you talk to Chavez?
Before, like months ago, last year. Whatever.
Yeah, fuck him too. He don't give a shit about you, Walter.
No, I'm just saying, he's like, he's
Towaway
got
zone.
Signs over there.
Towaway zone. Really? Where?
There's no parking down there. It's way down there, and it says.
Oh, the one no parking
Yeah,
sign down
yeah.
there?
That's a no parking sign.
So Joey got a ticket as well. Oh, they all got tickets. How come they didn't give me a ticket for parking down there? Yeah, this is what they're doing. Yeah, it's totally counterproductive. But this is how they're going to solve homelessness. So they think, but Walter, I'm telling you, he is trying so hard. We have been working on a lot of things. He's been working. Walter is very, very honest about what he needs, where he's been, where he wants to go. He cannot get the proper mental health care that he needs. Hey. Walter's fucking flipped. You gotta keep an eye on him. Well, the fucking cops here giving you all tickets, telling you guys you gotta move. They're calling tow trucks, and now they're gone.
They came with the tow truck to be all scary. You know
They came with the tow truck?
Oh, yeah, they had a flatbed tow truck here when they came.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and it left, huh?
Oh, yeah, it left after I started screaming that, "We ain't leaving!"
Yeah, we got our hardcore.
I tried to tell him about the junker paper. He's like, "Well, sir, it's not a junker paper." And so I started reading it to him, and it said about moving to 72 hours. And I was like, right here, 72 hours. See, so if you need to find me, you can come back here in 3 days, and I'll be 100 feet farther down the street.
That's my boy. But watch Walter. He's stressed because he just paid. He's trying to get he's not going to get his shit tagged. He's just not. So I don't know.
Blaya. You
Blaya.
know that these signs aren't real.
Blaya gave it to him. What a fucking asshole. What a dick. Poor Walter.
Look, what was the ticket for? What?
Oh, what do you got? No license plate? Oh, you're parked in a towaway zone. Really? Where?
Where is that? See?
Yeah, I don't know.
See? He already knows. I already told him that it's not a towaway zone.
Yep.
The only signs that are here, he's like, oh, those are official signs.
Bullshit.
Also, the city's now zip ties their
Right
fucking
here.
signs to private property fences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yep.
It doesn't also help that, no, actually, it's not the city, because I watched that Colorado Barricade put it up themselves.
Hello,
The
Colorado Barricade.
City didn't brought it up. Colorado Barricade did, and they already know that.
Yep. Yes, they do. Well, it's going to be a long day.
Because they're bigger fucking liars than everyone else.
Bigger fucking liar than everyone else. Hell yeah, they are. Because they're heroes over at District 4. They're the new Chavez and Anderson team.
Yeah, well, they're going to fail like Chavez and Anderson.
Yes, they are. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's coming from someone who has harmed no one, who does nothing but help everyone. Yeah, Walter, I'm not an attorney, but
Looks like I can contest it, so.
I think you can just
I'm gonna
throw it in
go
the
get- I'm
trash. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but after you get through them, they can tell your shit, they said.
Yeah, well, I don't know how you're gonna keep up with it. You're just not. He's just gonna keep doing this. So tell him to.
Someone to respond to the charge noted.
They're just gonna keep doing. They gave Tink 4 tickets in 2 days for the same thing.
Another thing, like you can't be convicted of something you already been being convicted of or some
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
shit. I don't know what the law is called. You can't be. That's like being convicted of something you've already been found not guilty for or something. But I
It's
guess
called
that-
double jeopardy.
double jeopardy. Yeah,
Yep.
I thought there was a law against that.
Yep. So just don't let this derail you today, okay? It'll be all right, I promise. So their tow truck left because this one right here. He's not one that's probably gonna take it. Look, they're back here on this back street. The only thing this street is used for is for these businesses to park semis on. Okay? They don't get ticketed. Ever. They want this street for their own use. These people back here are harming no one. These people can keep their trash under control. But no, that's not enough. You either get out, subscribe to our system, or you can die, because we're going to take your stuff and you will have nothing to survive with. Hey, I'll see you later, okay?
I'm gonna go tell everybody I know to come down and park over here.
All right. He's got it handled. I worry about Walter. How is everybody this morning? Hey, CDW. Yeah, well, not a lot to thank me for. I just, these are my friends. These are very, very good people out here. And they harm no one. In fact, they do just the opposite. They are more of a contributor to society than anyone will give them credit for, or stop to get to know any of them. Everybody judges from afar. Walter is working very, very hard to meet goals. And when you do things like this to people that are trying to get there, it sets them back a long ways. And all I can do is support him in reminding him that it'll be okay, Walter. It will. It really will. Is he okay? Alright. He's still stuck on that. I want him to forget about that. Well, you guys know what to do.
This right here. This is a trip. I've never seen this one.
I know.
Moving vehicle to a lawful position, $150. How can that be a parking ticket? Moving vehicle to a lawful position. That doesn't make sense, does it?
Well, supposedly it's for if you're too far away from the curb.
Well, they got a different one for that. They got a different one for that. There's it's 18 inches from curb.
18 inch. Oh yeah. Well, they got something for everything. We know that.
Moving vehicle to a lawful position.
Yeah, moving vehicle to a
Lawful position. $150.
Wow.
Pike Lane.
Municipal code 54-791. See this shit they come up with? They'll do anything to bury him. They'll do anything.
Yeah.
From Einstein.
Yeah,
It's not much of a
This is literally a semi highway. That's all this is. Nothing close to residential. It's by the recycling factory that runs 24/7, where noise pollution is that's okay. That's okay in society. All the noise pollution, all the pollution these businesses cause, nobody gives a shit about that. But you put some people on a street and holy shit.
Conflicting signage.
Yeah.
Park over there because there's another
Like
sign.
Dave said, Walter, though, they know they're fucking full of shit.
That's how you can
What
look at it.
what were these guys saying to you today?
Oh, they're starting to talk some shit, but they didn't. The cops kind of stopped it. I guess I shouldn't.
The cops did stop it?
They stopped it by yelling at Walter.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, by yelling
I
at
guess
Walter.
I shouldn't egg it on, so I guess I stopped.
Oh, so they can
I
harass
told
the
them,
fuck out of
they
you.
harass the more than that. They throw shit, all kinds of shit.
Yep,
He didn't want to hear it.
yep, I know. They don't care. They are fucking sick in the head. The levels these guys are going to. Dave, do you remember when Blake McGregor was first out here? The little doofus with the glasses? You don't remember when he was making rounds with Chavez? Chavez, I guess, was trying to, teach him the ropes.
Is that, I don't know.
Yeah, he's been around for a good year and a half. And Blea used to be the school resource officer up at Lincoln. So what does that tell you? Unfucking real. Unreal.
They show up with the tow truck.
They showed up with the flatbed. You were so concerned. You just went about your morning routine and left.
I wasn't gonna even open the door. Fucking Misty. I told her, don't open the door, don't say anything. She goes over and she acknowledges it. What's the first thing out of their mouth? They start asking her questions.
And does she answer?
They were told much shit.
Why? When is everybody gonna get the memo? Stop fucking talking to them.
They were told about shit off.
Well, except for how you talk to them. I'm okay with that.
They were talking about shit. Didn't tell anybody. Fucking, my tent was all wet. It got soft and wet last night.
God, it came down last night, didn't it?
I saw it last night. I saw it.
Yeah. I'm live streaming. I'll definitely be back later.
Yeah, I thought it was a real good one last night.
You're a thinker. Did I ever tell you that's what I most admire about you? You're a very critical thinker.
Cause a lot of damage, but not in a dangerous way.
You're just helping out your people. I mean, we take care of each other. Be careful. See you later. So that's this morning's saga. The cops are gone. They don't want to be caught on camera. They like to do this stuff. They like to poke in when they think they're going to get away with it without being caught on camera. So, yeah, this whole District 4 thing, they're the only ones doing this and acting like this. It's ridiculous. They're not... They want to work against the people in every form and fashion they can. They want to create as much animosity and division as they possibly can. This is nothing new. It goes on every day in this country as far as us versus them. So these people have a right to survive. They've done nothing wrong except not subscribe to the system. We should have a voluntary system, voluntarism. If your ideas are so good that you want people to buy into them, you should be able to do it without force. If you have to use force for your ideas suck. Okay? So those people that choose not to subscribe to the system and harm no one, cause no damage to anyone, good on you. Don't victimize people. Be a good neighbor. Don't be an asshole. What more do you need to get through society than that? Oh, yes. We need tickets like the ones they just gave Walter, where you don't park your car correctly next to the curb, where you park in a towaway zone that the city just deems a towaway zone on their own, just out of the thin blue air, while they know that Colorado Barricade goes throughout these areas and posts their bogus signage. I mean, this really is the government we created, you guys. And the people, like these workers, these assholes back here behind this fence that were torturing Walter this morning, they cheer it on. They like the divide. They like how government has divided the people. And they'll continue to do it instead of coming over here and getting to know any of these people to find out how they might support their circumstance in any small little way. They won't do that. They'll cheer on the force because they've subscribed to the system. So they like this idea of force. If I have to do it, you have to do it. And even I will help the government turn into a bigger tyrant to force you to do it. What kind of person are you when you have to really adopt that kind of thinking? They love the human suffering, MLH. You're exactly right. Exactly, MLH. Safe parking. We've been saying it forever. We can have safe parking right here. They safely take care of themselves. They ask for nothing other than to be left alone. They're not hurting anyone. They're not hurting anyone's business over here. They're not taking up parking. This isn't a street that's used for parking. This street just exists because we said to the government, yes, make us streets everywhere. And then we want you to turn into tyrants to enforce ways to collect more from those streets. We are a stupid society. I'm sorry. The majority of the American population is just stupid. They love their freedom until they get a slap across the face at their own kitchen table. But little do they know or recognize government is at their kitchen table every single morning, chipping away at your bagel and eggs and milk. People and their lack of basic economics and their public indoctrination education, where you go to learn to be subservient to the government. We are not going to keep freedom in this country. We're not. You see examples every single day. You know it. You see it. And you fail to admit it. You're failing yourself. You're failing your kids miserably by not standing up for something. It's a shame. It's a damn shame, because I'll tell you what, when shit hits the fan, these people right here, they're gonna teach me how to survive out here. People deny how very close they are to homelessness. It's not gonna happen to me. Something catastrophic isn't going to happen in my life. I never make bad decisions or choices. I will never have myself in a situation like this because I'm up here, because I subscribe to government and I give government all the power to determine what I get to do on a daily basis. So no, it's not going to happen to me. We are in a really wicked, wicked downward spiral. And right here is where the rubber meets the road. And people wonder why I'm so passionate about this. You should be too. Because one day to the next, we might all be out here. Because we've given government so much power. We own nothing ever. You own nothing. Face it. You pay almost 30% of your hard-earned money to a system that uses force against you to steal more. And you think that's freedom? Oh yes, we're the greatest country on earth. If you don't like it here, move to North Korea. Yeah, that stands true if you're unwilling to fight for what we have here. If you don't want to fight to preserve your freedom, get out now. So the rest of us can take our country back. Thank you, Rochelle, for recognizing that. You know it. I know it. 357. It's getting scary for everyone, and most people are in denial. Wait for this crash. Wait for this next crash. I mean, sure, we can sustain this kind of inflation in this country. People are doing great. People are living on credit. People are living on a false dollar. Watch it collapse overnight. See how many people end up out here. See drug addiction explode again. Melissa, a lot of people raised entitled and taught others that they are beneath them. Pyramid at the top is the leader. Bottom are the servants. I was taught to turn it upside down so the leader serves the people. That's how this country was founded. You're exactly right. Anthony, good morning. I'd move to Japan if I could, but probably just as bad there. Let's preserve what we've got here. Let's try it. Let's try really hard, people. Please. Please. Rome never fell. Good morning, Ellie. Glad to see you in here this morning. Bokamo! Okay, you answered my text. Awesome, thank you. Trash is the only issue. Other than that, leave them alone. Thank you, Anthony. And trash is a very, very easily thing to get a grasp on. Very easily. Remember I got my trash bags the other day? We put the trash in the bags. We set them by the curb like everybody else does that's on a street, in a home, paying taxes out the ass to have their trash picked up. These folks will gladly pitch into having trash picked up for them, except we don't have $500 for a dumpster. So Denver, get your ass out here and pick up the orange bags of trash. It's that simple. And for those of you that want to be assholes out here and set up scrap yards and not keep your trash under control, well, good luck. You're begging to become a target. And because of most of you that have been like that for all this time, it's these people that get to suffer, the ones that actually can keep shit under control. So the cops target them instead of you because you guys get a free pass to make it difficult for everyone else. That's how tyrants solve problems. They come out and they pick on the best. You see, they line you all up and they go, okay, who can we target and get the best results? So for those of you that keep setting up your scrap yards out here and can't pick up your trash, I don't have a lot of help to offer you except trash bags. So get your shit together, and you know how to pick up trash because you make trash. So when you make trash, put it in a trash bag. It's that simple. Yeah, Big G, thank you. You know, 10 10 to 20 grand is what an average sweep is. These bigger sweeps, when they're towing all this stuff, oh yeah, we're looking at $50,000 a sweep. What might happen today, between yesterday's sweep and today, could cost upwards of $50,000 to $60,000. By the time they bring out all of these workers and all of these tow trucks to target these people, you're looking at, but why would we address sanitation with that money? Because the people are still going to exist unless we can kill them. That's their thought process. Unless we can jail them or kill them, they won't exist. So that's why everybody's in jail right now. I could go on and on and on about how this works. But people really should come out here and see it for themselves. They really should get involved in a homeless individual's life to see how they might offer some support. Walter is one of those guys. He's a great person. And I'd probably lay down to defend him before I'd let that tow truck torture him anymore. So we'll just leave it at that. My goal is not to go to jail, but if I can't help him any other way, yeah, just watching these guys at Colorado Barricade, they're assholes. This company sucks. They should actually be put on that friends list. We have a friends list of companies. Colorado Barricade, I believe, over here off La Pan somewhere. They do all the government contracts for signage. All over the place. They make signs for everybody. And they come back here in this, and then they just torture the shit. Now all this stuff right here, you see all these plastics? Denver has a lot of code against piling plastics because it's highly flammable. But they're allowed to do that here, you see. They're allowed to have illegal barbed wire on their fence. They've had that for years and years and years. There's code against that. They're not allowed to have barbed wire. You see, I learned all these things about fire code because I studied up. And we also had a really great helper out here one time by the name of Mark Rudolph. Until those, tiny little fellas like yesterday's crew, Ralphie and Lombardi, yeah, all those guys, they had a little bit of a problem with Mark because he actually did his job right. And so, yeah, they helped orchestrate that firing. So, but right here you'll see, I learned a lot about plastics because of how highly flammable they are and how sometimes out here on the streets, the accumulation of plastic when people are like trying to live in it or build stuff with it, how dangerous it can be. That and tarps, and how one little spark can ignite the flammable properties in plastic, and this whole place could go up. And so the reason barbed wire is not supposed to be here is because you can't escape. So if that entire yard bursts into flames, someone's going to really get hurt trying to get out of there. So this whole idea of using barbed wire to keep people out has unintended consequences to also keep people in. So, yeah, so remember, Denver has a code for everything, for your safety. And those businesses, they're given free passes on things like that. So, laws don't apply to the masters. Yes, we know that. Anything is better than inaction. Yeah, anything. I agree. So I'm going to have a very, very busy day, and I'm going to need to end this stream, but I need to keep showing you what goes on during these sweeps. Yesterday, the people that moved out of that sweep zone, like here and in a couple other spots, Richard Blea, that cop, he was on it He went and chased them down and told them they had an hour to leave again, and posted these notices that give them a 72-hour notice based on their bullshit municipal code of automobile junker. And then they double down, and when Blake McGregor shows back up for work the next day, Richard Blea takes him out and they write tickets together because they're a team. They're a solid team of good guys. Really, you know, doing it for the team. So they'll be out all day harassing the shit out of people. So if anybody wants to come over here and get them on camera, please feel free to do that. The more cameras, the better. As I've always said, if the people are going to be powerless to stop it, the least we can do is document it. That's a lot to be said about making history. When you think about history books and how you learned things of the past and how history evolved, how technologies evolved, think about this. Think about documenting this revolutionary history about the cusp of homelessness and government force. Get out there and document, please. When evil people get a taste of power, it gets ugly real quick. It gets even uglier when the people sit back and let it happen. And we're seeing it. And if there was a list of people to die first by government force, I guarantee you I'm on the top 10. So stop being afraid. They can't put all of us on that top 10 list if there's more of us out here. Get out, document your government, push back, question authority, demand they end this type of tyrannical behavior. Watched a great stream that James Freeman did yesterday talking about not calling people and telling them you're going to rape their mother, okay? He talks about the frustration that's building in people and how things get said and how they're idle and false threats, and you end up looking very, very, very stupid when, you know, you're making worse threats against people's family members. You know where I'm going with that. So I don't know when the time is for the revolution. But if the people cannot even redress their government with peaceful redress, I don't know. I don't know what to say about civilization right now in this country. It's on a trajectory of being doomed. That's the summary. That's the summary. So, look, I'm not advocating for a riot. I'm not advocating for violence. I'm advocating for people to just wake the fuck up and get out there. Get out there. Some of you are confined to your home. I don't know. Start demanding answers from city councils, governors, mayors. Don't let them get away with it. Yes, I know how easy it is to get stonewalled via computer and phone, but start your own YouTube channel. Expose this stuff. Make history. Document it. Something. Store it on your hard drives. Store it on your flash drives. Take those with you. Take those with you when you become homeless. Look, I don't know what else to say. But this is bullshit. This is government inflicting more human suffering. I'm not going to sit back. There goes the fire department. Yep. But then again, there are like a gazillion Priuses out here. There they are. Yep. So they're out doing their little game of warrants. Hang tight. We'll go on this job, shall we? They thought they were going to sneak by. They were hiding down the street in a cul-de-sac. So they're going to come out and get specific campers. Oh, look. Maybe they're making a turn to leave the area. To be out there with Regan and her camera. We don't want that. We really don't want that. Hey fellas, if you're watching this live stream and you're on duty, we want to drive all over the city. Hey, how's it going? Got my look. That's not who we're watching. Interesting that he was sitting down there. I wonder who that feller is. Those aren't the warrant boys. However, who knows who they're going to send out. I am observant and people hate it. Government hates it. I might forget where I put my shoes this morning, but I don't forget the picture of a government tyrant in my head. That stuff just doesn't go away. I might even forget my own damn phone number. But I don't forget what a government tyrant looks like. I just do not forget. So, I have some things I have to accomplish. Like I said earlier, I was gonna end this stream. That little fire department tyrant was over there for a reason. So beware today. They're gonna go out there and write warrants, and that one little judge in Denver who's obviously on board with this tyrannical behavior is all over taking homes from the homeless, taking their only shelter, their only means of survival. Okay? What's going on in the chat? Yeah, it's perfectly legal for government to lie to us. Absolutely. Oh, we need 40 Regans. Yeah, we need about 100. 100 right here in this area. Because I guarantee you, government's behavior would change. If we worked harder to put them on camera, on blast, in their official capacity, and I'm not telling you to dox them. I'm not telling you to go to their home, but I am telling you to out them and their behavior. Do it. Do it. Even if you just want to record with your phone and you want somebody else to publish it, do it. We're out here. We'll publish it. There are those of us that already have a giant target and bullseye on our backs. We don't fear it. We've got, obviously, nothing to lose, which isn't true. But when you start going down this rabbit hole and you start becoming that outspoken one, don't stop. Don't stop. They fear the truth. They absolutely fear the truth. And you saw what happened yesterday during that sweep when that trash crew could not keep their shit together. They retreated back to the trash compound, and guess what? They never came back out there. I show up, these guys are writing them tickets, threaten to tow them. They bring a tow truck, and then the tow truck leaves. I show up with the camera, and they leave too. How about 100 people take a shift in all these areas out here with your camera? The behavior would change. They're getting away with it. There are still so many simple things we could do that we don't. We haven't even tried. This is what I'm talking about with redress of your government. Go do it. Please, I beg of you, go do it. And while you're out there, connect with my friends. Learn about them. See how you can support them. And if they want to be left alone and they're harming no one, well then just leave them alone. It's just that simple. Like Nike, just do it. Target on our backs. You know what about Nike? Yeah. So anyway. We are dying as a civilization. Sexual perversion and gender confusion always marks the end of a society. That's an interesting topic of conversation. I got a lot of thoughts about that myself. But that certainly does not mean you will be judged by me if you need help. So I want to make that clear. Oh yeah, 357, that judge that signs those warrants, that judge will campaign on their record of destroying lives of the less fortunate, and the people will beg for it. What are the people going to do when they don't have any more money to give to their masters? What are they going to do? Are the homeless going to become their friends? I don't know. Thought-provoking. Ellie, thank you for putting the links in here to support the nonprofit. Yes, it needs money. No, I cannot continue to do some of the things I do if the nonprofit doesn't continue to bring in the money. So if you can, $1, $2, $5, $100, $500, $5,000, $1 million, we'll put it to good use, and I promise you, because every dollar you give, I guarantee you, I turn into 10, unlike the government. All right, y'all, I have to go. Have a blessed day. Go out, do something nice for someone, and hold your government accountable, please.